Hi everyone, I'm Wayne from Meeple Envy. It's been a while since I last did a video for you guys. So I thought it's been a bit hectic, it's been a bit crazy. It's time to get back into some sort of routine with these. And so it's time to add some more games to the library. We've already got over 60 games, 60 unique different titles in the library. Obviously we've got multiple copies of most of those games now that we're shipping out to subscribers every single week. Today we're going to add 2 new games to the library as well, so stay tuned to find out which 2 games we're adding to the library. So what's been happening, what's been going on? It's been a bit hectic, it's been a bit crazy. I actually did a blog post recently all about the Eat Out to Help Out scheme that the government's running. What I really would love to see is a few more people go in and try in board game cafes. Okay, if you're not familiar with a board game cafe, they are all over the country now. They keep popping up. I've only been to a couple of them myself, but the ones I've been to have been fantastic. The service is great. The food has been brilliant. Great. They have their own board game libraries there. So the premise is very simple. You play board games with your family, with your friends, have some great food, have some great drinks, as well as playing some board games as well. It's very simple, but fantastic, a great idea, and it works so well. So I wanted to try and encourage a few more people to do that. So in the blog post, if you head over to meepleenvy.com, I'll put some links below as well. meepleenvy.com, have a look at the blog, and you'll see the Eat Out to Help Out. It's probably the first one there, and you can have a look, you can have a read and see how these board game cafes tend to work, because they work a little bit different to a normal board game, to a normal cafe, sorry. How they tend to work. And I've actually gone to the extra trouble of creating a board game cafe directory. So it's every single board game cafe I could find in the UK. So whether you're in Scotland, Wales, London, the rest of England, Northern Ireland's even got some in there as well. No matter where you are in the UK, I have found board game cafes and listed them all on the website in a directory. It's all separated by region as well. So if you're not in lockdown, and you're able to travel to a different region, you can actually have a look at meepleenvy.com and see if there's any board game cafes close to where you're going. If you want to stay closer to home, you can see if there's any you didn't know about more local to you and find one there as well. Obviously the prices are normally pretty good anyway, but with the Eat Out to Help Out scheme, it's even cheaper. So it's a great time to go and try one of these board game cafes and try some food. You can play some new games you never played before. And it's just a great way of supporting them and make sure we keep those board game cafes for the future as well, which is fantastic. So I've got that blog post there. I've done another blog post recently as well. I've been writing a lot about dice games and how much fun you can have with dice games, and not necessarily like a dice game you would buy from a shop that has dice in it, but more games you can make up with your kids, with your friends, just using some dice. So if you have got board games around the house, you've probably got some dice around. If not, I have put a link on there. I found some really good dice that are pretty cheap on Amazon, and they're really colourful and nice. Look at these. So I bought a massive bag of dice. Honestly, I've got hundreds of dice now, and they're all lovely marbled colours. I don't know if you can see that. All lovely marbled colours with different inset coloured dots on them. So it just makes playing with dice and playing the dice games that are in the blog post a bit more fun when you've got these nice colourful dice to roll. So I thought, if I'm going to be making a video, I might as well show you one of the dice games that are in the blog post as well. Here we go, take a look. Here we go, I'm going to show you one of my favourite dice games. You can find a whole list of dice games on the website, meepleenvy.com, and just have a look in the blog section, and there's a dice blog in there with some dice games. This game is called Tenzi. There's lots of variations to Tenzi, and again, we go into detail on that on the blog. This is the way I like to play it. It's fast, it's frenetic, it's brilliant. So you need 10 dice per player. So I've got 10 dice here. Every player will have 10 dice. The great thing about this is everybody plays simultaneously. Everyone plays at the same time. So here we go. I take all 10 dice and roll them. Okay, that was terrible. I lost some, but we're going to get the idea. And you pick a number. So if you look here, I've got 2 5s. I've got 3 2s though. So I've got another 2 up there. I'm probably going to take 2s. So I keep my 2s, and you've got to try and build a tower of them. So not only have you got to roll all 2s, but you've also got to build a tower of them at the same time. There's no 2s there. Here we go. I have lost a dice, so if you're keeping track of this, there is only 9 dice on the table. It just fell off the table. Here we go. There's another dice, but it's a quick way of showing you a quick, fast dice game. No 2s there, and you can imagine 3 people, 4 people, 5 people all playing this at the same time. There's another 2, so that's got to go on my tower as well. If your tower falls over, you've got to start again. You've got to start rolling them again. It doesn't matter what number you face, so they've all got to be 2s, all in a tower. There's another 2. There we go. Now I'm down to 1 dice. Obviously, I've got a 1 in 6 chance now of getting this to be a 2. Oh, so it could take me up to 6 attempts, maybe even more. Here we go. Oh, no. No, that's a 3. Here we go. You keep going until you get that 2. The first person to complete their tower with a 2. There we go. There's the tower. Okay, the first person to complete their tower with all the same number facing up is the winner. So that game's called Tenzi, and it's one of the variations of Tenzi on the website. One of my favorite games in there is Dice Wars. It's a brilliant game. Go and check that out. There's another game in there as well, just with some simple dice. They're great for in-car trips. You can take a little dice tray and do it. You can take them camping. You can take them on holiday. It's great for mental arithmetic as well. And they're just a lot of fun. And it's very, very simple games just to play with some dice. So have fun with those, guys, and let's carry on. So I hope you enjoyed trying that dice game. And please do take a look at the website, meepleenvy.com. Have a look in the blog section. There is a dice section in there, and there's some other great games in there, and other tips and stuff of playing dice and how good it is, especially for kids, to be playing with dice and do quick mental arithmetic. It helps build that up for them as well. So it's absolutely fantastic. We're nearly at the end of the video. These videos are always quite quick. I don't want to babble on too long for you. Let's add 2 new games to the library. First up, we have Desperados of Dice Town. This is a fantastic game. Let's take a look at it. This is Desperados of Dice Town. It's a fast, frenzied dice rolling game. So again, it fits in with my dice rolling blog. It's a little bit different because it doesn't use standard dice. You can see the dice on this all have icons. But I love that about this game. It's a very simple game. It's all based on those icons. So very little reading to take part in, which makes it a very simple, easy game to play. Basically, you'll have a gang. This is one gang here. This gang's called the Mavericks. Your idea is you've got to break your gang out of jail and become the richest gang in town, using these cool little poker chips for money. You can eliminate players by bankrupting them. You've got these cool Wild West cards, which are wild cards. They'll give you special abilities and do some real take that sort of actions to your opponents to knock them out as well. There's 4 different gangs you can pick from. This is the Mavericks we've got here. So these are the Mavericks. We've also got the Olsen clan. We have Red Damnation, one of my favorites. And we have this one. Now, I'll be honest with you, I've been trying to pronounce this gang for the best part of an hour, and I just can't get it to sound very good. So I thought I'd leave it to you guys to read that and give me your best impressions. Los Libertados. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really butchering this. And I don't speak Spanish, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. But again, it's another gang that you can use in this game as well. So it's fast-paced, it's frenzied, it's a fantastic game. As you break them out, you flip these cards over. Each player then has special abilities, which are indicated up here as well. We have done a quick rules video on this game, so head over to meepleenvy.com. In the library section, there is a videos page in there, and you can see all our quick rules videos, so you can get playing this super quick. This is Desperados of Dice Town. Doesn't that look brilliant? It's absolutely fantastic. We've got a few copies in the library now. You can join up to the service at meepleenvy.com. It's only £10 a month, and it could be one of the games that we send to you as well. We do like to keep it a surprise as to what games we send to you. I just think it's more fun that way. It's great, you know, you never know what's going to come, and it's a real surprise when you get something that you'd never thought of buying yourself, but when you play it, you absolutely love it as well. So that's the way I like running the service, That's how we're going to do it. That was Desperados of Dicetown. The next game we're adding is Santorini. This is a fantastic game. It's like a three-dimensional board game. I'm not going to talk too much about it. Take a look at Santorini. Welcome to Santorini. Based on the Greek myths and legends of ancient Greece, with traditional Greek towers that you build. I love the 3D board setup of this game. It actually lifts it up off the table. It's a real game of strategy and wits. I suppose you could call it three-dimensional checkers, or sometimes people say it's a little bit like noughts and crosses, but it's so much more than that. You have fantastic character pieces for players to use. You have amazing buildings, different parts and components of buildings where you construct these towers as well. As you move around the board, like this, you can only move one square at a time, and then you construct next to where you've moved. And that's one go over. The next player will move and construct there as well. We're going to have a full rules video in our quick rules section on the website. If you go into the library on meepleenvy.com and have a look at the videos, there will be a quick rules video there to show everything you need to know, all the ins and outs of it. It's actually a very simple game at its heart. Your aim is to stand atop a tower like this for an instant win, whilst your opponents are trying to block you by building domes and by racing you to the top of these towers. It's a fantastic, fast, quick game, tons of strategy in there. And once you get used to the basic game like this, it gets a whole lot more fun. It introduces godlike abilities for your workers. There are tons and tons of these in there, a whole deck's worth. You can pick these at random. You can maybe pick your favorite ones, however you want to play it. And they all give your workers different special abilities. They can move faster, they can build quicker, they can climb faster, they can block opponents better. All sorts of different things in there for you to get your head around. So it elevates the game even further. It's a fantastic game. We've loved playing it here. And I'm so happy that it's now added to the library. And we're going to start shipping it next week to our lovely subscribers. And you can check out meepleenvy.com for that. That's it, guys. That's all we've got time for, okay? So have a look at meepleenvy.com at the blogs. We've got the Eat Out to Help Out Board Game Cafe section with the directory of board game cafes. I'm going to keep that directory of board game cafes permanently on the website now as well. We've got the dice blog, so you can start playing some dice games with your kids. Very cheap, very affordable, very simple. It's great for kids, it's great for friends as well. It's great if you're traveling and camping. They don't take up much space and you can have hours and hours of fun playing these games. And then we've got the two new games that we've added to the library. We've added quick how to play videos for both of them, both Santorini and Desperados of Dicetown. There's quick how to play videos. So when you get the game, if you either buy it after seeing this or you join the service and you get it from the service, just have a quick look at the video and you'll be playing in no time. So that's it for this week, guys. We will be back next week adding more games to the library and doing way more stuff with board games. So thank you very much. I'll see you soon. Bye.